There's no shortage of statistics when it comes to the sport of baseball, and you might be surprised just how impressive some of these stats are.
In the deep left center field, Buckner goes back to the fence, it is gone!
In fact, we've got some of the highest scorers from baseball history lined up for this episode of That Was History. Baseball has been a popular sport in the United States and around the world for a very long time. Local U.S. journals were referencing the game as the national pastime as far back as 1856, and the National Association of Baseball Players was formed in 1857. This has given professional players plenty of time to make their mark on the game by setting and breaking sport records. Today we're going to focus on some of the records that surround high scores. Kicking off the individual player category is Billy Hamilton. He set the season record for most runs scored while playing for the Philadelphia Phillies in 1894 with a total of 198 runs. The modern-day record, which is considered anything from the year 1900 forward, is held by the very famous Babe Ruth of the New York Yankees. He scored a whopping 177 runs in his 1921 season. If we expand this to a player's entire career, Rickey Henderson holds the title with 2,295 runs over his 25 seasons in the major leagues between 1979 and 2003. As if player stats weren't impressive enough, let's take a look at some team scoring records. On June 29th of 1897, the Chicago Colts, now known as the Chicago Cubs, defeated the Louisville Colonels 36-7. Every single player in the Colts lineup scored. Even the pitcher had 4 runs of his own. The Colts certainly had the game in the bag early on, but what's even more impressive is that 2 of their best innings came at the end of the game, with 7 runs in the 8th inning and 8 runs in the 9th. I'm surprised Louisville didn't just walk off. You gotta give them props for finishing the game though, I guess. The closest any team has come to breaking that record was on August 22nd of 2007, when the Texas Rangers scored 30 runs against the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles only scored 3. Again, good job Orioles for sticking with it to the very end. That's all you can do. So, we've talked about the players, and we've talked about the teams. Now let's talk about the best part of any Major League season, the World Series. None other than Mickey Mantle of the Yankees holds the record for most career runs during the World Series with a spectacular 42 runs. Mickey was a 7-time World Series champion, so it should be no surprise that he holds this record. Coincidentally, the New York Yankees also hold the World Series record for total runs scored by a team in a series game. On October 2nd of 1936, the Yankees were playing the New York Giants and came away with a total score of 18 runs. This was their first year without Babe Ruth, but it was also their first year with Joe DiMaggio. He would end the October 2nd game by running up the steps of the Polo Grounds clubhouse to catch a 490-foot deep ball to dead center hit by Hank Lieber. President Roosevelt, who was in attendance, saluted Joe for his great catch as he rode off in the presidential limousine. Now that's how you end an already impressive game right there. So, do you like any of these high-scoring record holders? Leave us a comment and let's talk about it. Also, check out our highest scoring football game of all time video. I guarantee that you're going to be shocked by that score also. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing to support us and keep up with the latest from That Was History. I'm Cliff Langston, and I'll see you next time.